This is a shallow well we're drilling. It's actually going perfect. We started drilling about an hour ago. We're already down 20 meters, 60 feet. This drill, we'll drill 3 times basically. We're down with a 4-inch bit, come back up, change it to a 6-inch bit, go back down again, come back up, and then we ream it out to 7 inches. So we'll be done here in 3 hours for sure. And we hit water at 18 feet, and we just hit more and more water. So this is a perfect well. And the nice thing about this area is that there's only 350 people using this well. It's very remote, but we've only had maybe 10 wells with less than 400 people using them. My name is John Foley. My wife and I started an organization called JF Wellworks Africa.
My name is Victoria Foley. I'm an artist here in Laguna Beach. We decided we wanted to do something different, and we started drilling water wells in northern Uganda.
I've been trying to start it for quite a while. Edwin, who runs things for me here, I met him online, came out here in 2015. Somebody who'd work for me, and so we started an organization from scratch.
He has a fantastic team. We really like who is running it when we aren't there. There's good communication. They work very hard, and we're very proud of the work that they have done and they're continuing to do. And it's come a long way. It's been a very, very productive few years. Got a lot done.
This is 4 years we've been doing it, and we've had pretty good success. I have a background in construction. I'm a general contractor, so the work is pretty easy for me for the most part. I just know how to organize it and do it.
He travels quite a bit. I'm at home. We're just persevering through everything and the conditions. COVID kind of set us back a bit, but we've still been able to drill.
Uganda is an easy country to work in, too. It's very easy to move around. The supply chain was great here in 2018, 2019. When COVID hit, things changed a little. It's a little more difficult now. The need for water is just kind of mind-boggling. You wouldn't notice it until you come out here and you see how people, especially the more rural it is, the harder it is. People are drinking dirty water that animals are drinking, and the other issue, too, is they don't have enough of it, which, whether it's for washing clothes or growing their vegetable garden, causes massive problems. A lot of people spend half of their income on medicine, and they're sick half the time. From children to old people, it's kind of sickening to watch. The water corrects that. I mean, right off the bat, within the first 2 or 3 days, they already feel better. We've had instances where we went into an area and drilled wells, and the local clinic, which would have been jam-packed Monday to Friday with 200 people a day, all of a sudden is only open 1 or 2 days a week now because they don't have enough of business. That's because the water we get them.
And to see this fresh water just spraying at, you're just, wow, okay, you made this happen in this area. I think it's mind-blowing, and it's just something you want to continue to do, because you see the kids and the women and everybody's just celebrating, and their lives are going to improve from that moment on.
At the end of the dry season is the worst because people are sometimes going miles and miles for water. And the other issue too is some villages will have water where during the rainy seasons they're just using it, but when in the dry seasons there's 3 or 4 other villages coming to use it too. So the lines are sometimes hours long, especially in the evening time, and it causes a lot of conflict, a lot of upset. Imagine you're sick and you're tired, and you're walking hours for water every day, and then waiting in line hours, and then getting home late at night. And it's mostly women and children that are stuck with it. The most important thing is educating the community so that they look after it. I hear there's 50,000 wells in Africa that are broken, And a lot of that is several reasons. One, they weren't done properly, but even if it was, if you don't train the community to look after it, nobody looks after it, and then it just doesn't last. So what we do at wells, we break it into 5 different categories. First one is educating the community, getting them to form a committee, educate them so they're willing to participate and do certain things that we ask and look after it. That's the first thing. The second thing is we do our own survey to find out where the water is. So we have a small little machine, resistivity meter is what it's called, and it basically tells us what's underground. So that will give us a report. That goes to the drilling crew.
So drilling, we do 2 types of wells, either a deep well or a shallow well. A shallow well we'll do in about 4 or 5 hours. We just drill down to the rock. Deep well will take us 1 to 3 days. That's where we drill through the rock, and typically we'll go 250 feet deep. Pouring the concrete apron is pretty simple. We'll typically do about 2 of them in a day. We let it dry, let it cure for about a week, and then we come back and install the pump. So we just number all our wells. Little concrete set, just put it in with a concrete set, tap it down. And installing a pump is pretty simple. Typically it'll take us an hour or 2 hours to install a pump. Usually we'll split up into 2 crews, and we'll do 4 or 5 in a day each crew. So we'll get about 8 to 10 installed in a day. Pretty quickly.
If you can get it up and running and going, it's very rewarding. It has a massive, massive impact on people's lives. And you'll see it every time you drill a well, you'll see it. Same thing over and over again. You know, it takes, you go back 6 months later. When we drill a well, we monitor it for 6 months. So we look after it for 6 months, and then we turn it over to the community. The reason for that is just to make sure everything's running smoothly. Not just the well working, but the committee is working. One of our conditions is they charge pennies per month to each family. So there's a little savings account gets put aside for future maintenance. We also train the committee on other things like management, how to look after the well, hygiene, sanitation coverage, kids going to school, and one of the things is it's really important to us is maintenance. In construction, it's either you do it right or don't do it at all, and that's what I'm trying to get across here. So each one of our wells is still working. We've done about 287 wells now, and all of them are working. So we've gotten water between that and 104 wells that we've repaired. We've gotten water to about 260,000 people now.
I'm just really proud of the work that we've done and just how it's changed and made such an impact on people that are on the other side of the world. And I'm glad that we are bringing attention to it, and maybe people even, you take a tap that you turn on for granted, it's water and it's there for us all the time, and these people don't even have that kind of source. So it's humbling, and it's something that I think everybody should be paying attention to, because it's really, really needed, and we should be helping each other. And that's an area that needs the most help.